Big, healthy marigold plants don't always mean more flowers. Let's pick up right where we left off in part one, because the way you treat them after they sprout is actually what affects their ability to flower. And we'll talk about some pitfalls along the way that might be holding back your marigolds from blooming. As soon as you see those sprouts, about 80% of those cells germinating, take off the humidity dome. While we wanted that moisture to be trapped before sprouting, it can actually cause more harm than good once they're up. It can lead to algae problems, dampening off, or even just rotting those plants. One of the most important things you can do after your seeds sprout, whether it's marigolds or really anything else, is get them under strong light immediately. Marigolds are a full sun plant. Their light demands are going to be pretty high, so either get them under grow lights or get them in a place where they're going to get a lot of exposure to light for a good portion of the day. If the seedlings get leggy now, that's going to affect their structure for the entire growing season. Marigolds don't want to live in a swamp. I prefer to bottom water all my seeds, but marigolds are especially susceptible to issues caused from just sitting in damp soil. So you definitely want to let the soil dry out a little bit in between waterings. Marigolds prefer warm weather, so whether you're direct sowing them outside or if you're going to be transplanting them from inside, you want to wait for that danger of frost to have passed and those night temps to creep up a bit. And if you are transplanting out smaller plants, I do like to go in with a little transplant fertilizer, something that has more phosphorus and potassium to help those roots settle into their new home. So now we're rocking and growing. Your marigold plants have gotten big, they're healthy, but maybe they're not blooming. This usually comes down to too much nitrogen. There are two ways they could have gotten this way. You could be intentionally giving them a nitrogen-rich fertilizer, which is great for that leafy growth early on, or they could just be kind of picking up what you've been giving the plants around them. Marigolds are a really common companion plant. So if I stuck them in a container with my tomatoes and I've been giving my tomatoes nitrogen-rich fertilizer to help their leaf development, that could come back to bite me a little bit when I want my marigolds to actually flower. So once it is time for the marigolds to be flowering, if you are going to fertilize, go with something that's a little bit higher in phosphorus. That's your P on your NPK ratio. And another way to get more blooms, pinching back. Once your main growing stem is 5-6 inches tall, you can remove that growing center, and that's going to encourage branching. And branching means more blooms. Growing big marigolds is easy, but growing flower-filled ones is intentional. Save this so you actually get blooms this season, and follow along for more garden science that actually works.